All right, everyone, I'll get the ball rolling here and then I'll open it up to questions. Feel free to use the raise my hand option. Ben, the team settling in here to San Jose as the team navigating preparations for tomorrow's match against the Earthquakes.
Well, it's been a little bit since we've been back on the road, so we're looking forward to this opportunity to try to get something out of a road game. One, we weren't able to get anything out of Cincinnati and New England, and we put a lot of emphasis on our home games and making sure we get maximum points there. But the other part of this is going away and having the right mentality and able to make the plays that matter on the road. So we're again came out here an extra day early to get settled. We'll train today and hopefully put ourselves in a good spot against a good team.
Thank you for that. We'll start with Dustin. Dustin, go ahead.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey, this San Jose team, obviously a little different now with Luchi Gonzalez. Without getting too much into it tactically, what have you kind of seen from them that's different this year?
I know Lucci and I know Lucci's teams, and they like to spread you out. They're brave, and I think he's a good coach. So they've got some new individuals. I think they have a clear way of going about the game, which is good and bad for us to prepare for. One is we have an idea of what they're going to do, but the bad is always that they do it well. And if you take away one area, they have the ability to take the next avenue for success. That I have a forward that's really good in this league, and floats underneath and is able to put up numbers year after year. Dynamic wide players with different types of qualities. Athletic midfield that can also connect passes and causes trouble in places they show up. Upgraded the defense, so this will be a real challenge for us, but one we're looking forward to.
And just one more from me. Just curious if you have any updates on Sviatchenko and his status.
No updates.
That'll work. Thank you.
Up next, we'll go with Jorge. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, Coach?
Good, right.
I've got two questions. Do you think you'll be rolling with the same lineup, kind of going with the "don't fix what isn't broken" mentality, or could we see Sebas and Ivan Franco or Coco Carrasquilla back in the lineup?
Jorge, how long you been doing this, dude? You think I'm going to tell you what my lineup is? Listen, Coco's back from international duty, but he's got a lot of minutes under him. Ivan's back from a birth of his first child. So, we have some options and we're tinkering. We're tinkering and figuring out what the best lineup is for, with all those moving parts. Here's what I'll say, Jorge, though. Last week we had to utilize our depth, and I thought the guys did well, Brooklyn and Nelson. And as we go through this process, adding guys into an international duty and guys stepping up and getting these minutes, it's important. It's important to keep building depth and having guys that you can rely on throughout the season. So that was a silver lining of guys, being out last weekend.
All right, guys, we'll wrap up here with Joey. Go ahead.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Joe.
With Sviatchenko now in the team, is there any chance we could see back 3/back 5 anytime soon?
Good question. In some, the back 3, back 4, 4-3-3, 4-4-2, as the game goes, we look like all of that at times, right? And sometimes we put a little bit too much into structure and how we play. At times we do look like a building with the 3 and So, but as far as starting that way and really training in a back five and a back three in a constant way, potentially, as he comes into the fold, adds another quality center back. We think Ethan's done a really good job, and Daniel Steris and teenage. So we like our depth there, and we also think we have players that can play the wing back spot, but also outside back. So it's something that we may look into in the future. We've jumped into that once or twice throughout games already this year, in more of a defensive posture, but certainly it's always possible.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We'll have media resources later today.